the Isekai tax, one of the most demanding taxes of all time. You just simply want to read an Isekai. That's it. You don't ask for nothing else. You just want to read an Isekai. But it usually comes with so much extra shit you didn't ask for. You're like, dude, like, why is this always here? I didn't ask for it. It's like, hey, bro, you read an Isekai, you gotta pay these, you gotta hold these. That's just how it works. Like, I've been reading a lot of Isekais these past few months. I don't know why. I guess it's a guilty pleasure. But yeah, that second task is a dangerous thing. First off, we all know they love the base stats, right? Like, Sega appears either has the worst stats of all time or the best stats of all time. Nothing in between. Like, there are so many ways to play around it, right? It's either worst stats of all time, you would never be nasty, and then you hear that one quirk that if you really work on it, it's like a loophole to be like the strongest dude ever, or again best stats of all time, but no one knows, and then he just runs shit. Oh man, and the thing is, the design is always some boring ass plain dude. So the mangaka just projecting him. See, just like, yeah, I might be a boring nigga in real life, but if I was in an isekai, y'all wouldn't see me. It's like, dude, well, why not just make a cool looking dude that's not too broken, not too weak. He just cool, got potential, and then grinds for his dubs like that. Y'all always gotta do the big stat shit, bro. Always. I'm like, bro. And of course, we know the harems. I don't really have a problem with harems, but like, it reached a point where it's like I was reading this one series, right? The dude promised his childhood friend to, like, they'll promise they'll get married, and then the childhood friend was picked to be the shrine maiden for the hero party. They went to fight the demon lord, probably a very rough adventure, yada yada yada. Came back, they said, hero, what do you want? Like, you just fucking save the world, like, just ask and then we'll give. And then he said he wants to marry the girl, and then she agrees because I mean that's the hero, top one in the verse. And who knows what they've been through in that journey. He's probably saved her a lot. They probably hit it off. She probably fell in love with him more than the MC. Because, the MC, they were just like farmer kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it made sense. And then so the dude, he's just like, damn, like, the girl's supposed to get married to is not married to this nigga. And then, like, they're having a huge parade on town. He's like, man, you know what? I can't do this. And then he leaves. He leaves to, like, the functions and stuff like that, ends up getting some skill, ends up being like top one in the verse. That's that guy tax. He gonna be top one. And then he comes back to like this elf village, and then they talk about like his goals and stuff. He said he wanted to get mm, um strong enough to be able to withstand the fact that she's not married to a new person, being able to go back to the city for throwing up and like, oh, she left me, stuff like that. And he wants a harem of like a bunch of girls. And I was just like, I was like, wait, I was following like the story perfectly. I was just okay. I see why you left the city. Girl with a new nigga, not really her fault, but you still gonna feel hurt. I get it. Went to the mountain train and second attacks. Now you're top one. Went to the L village. You left because you wanted to be stronger so you can withstand it, and you want a harem of a whole bunch of women. I was like, where did this come from? Like, it was so random because usually it's not like I need a reason for you to have a harem, but like usually like the people that do are like polygamous people or people that just don't really see themselves dedicating their lives to like one girl. They'll just be like, when it comes to like relationships and stuff like that, they don't give a fuck. They're not like good people when it comes to, or their morals aren't aligned with like a monogamous kind of. They're just like, I just want a bunch of bad girls and that's it. That's but he wasn't like that, right? Like off rip, he was like, I want to get married to a singular girl, yada yada yada. Then the second tax comes in, nah, you get a harem, nigga. We didn't end a second. You get in your fucking harem. I'm like, damn, this fucking came out of nowhere. But again, a second tax, you gotta be there, bro. Just gotta be there. And of course the lollification of everything, bro. I'm talking. You could have the scariest fucking dragon. This dude could be the size of Earth, nigga, flying around, breathing fire and everything. MC beats it because MC's top one in the world. Beats it, and then just turns into a fucking lolly, or turns into like some dragon girl, some redhead dragon girl. Like, oh, this is your true form. Oh my goodness, a girl, a cute girl. I didn't see that coming. There's the one series they even had like a giant spider that was just like just destroying villages and stuff like that. Also turned into a girl as well, like some cute girl. I'm just like, bruh, why can't they just stick to being like if they're supposed to be like a giant monster, why not just keep them as giant monsters? You know what? Why be forcing them to be part of the horror? It's a giant spider, bro. It's okay. But yeah, Sekai's, bro, they just be. Of course, they love their magic. Love the magic every time. And the thing is, Sekai is like the root of it. You're just in another world, bro. That world could be anything. It don't even got to be the medieval magic of demi-humans and slavery. Like, they just love all that. It's like, bruh. And, like, the revenge stuff, too. So much revenge things in a Sekai. It's either they get hold by somebody and they live their whole life just trying to hold them back or trying to get revenge. I'm like, bruh. Can we get some new goals, bruh? It's either revenge, Demon King. Yeah, those are like the two main ones. But it's like, dude, yeah, I've been actually reading a lot of revenge stories recently. And one thing about Sekais too is they love doubling down on revenge. Like they don't do that they don't do that what's it called? Like forgive and forget or like maybe revenge isn't the way. And I know that Sekai mangaka, he will make the person that getting revenge on look as terrible as possible. And just in case he would add extra shit. Like I'll be reading this Isekai, right? And I'm just like, damn, this guy wants to get revenge on this person because, yeah, that person, based on what I'm seeing, he's terrible. Okay, I kind of see where it's going. Then the Mikaka's like, just in case the reader doesn't know how trash he is, even though we clearly do, he also like killed like all these kids for having cereal. Like yeah, like and they're just like no reason to add that in there, but okay. Also, right? Also, they had this village that was just full of women, innocent women, killed them too. I'm just like, damn, we really didn't have that. Oh, and also, right, the MC sister was having a baby, killed her too. And I'm like, dude, well, we don't need all this. Like, I get he wants revenge. Like, let's stop there. But yeah, they love that revenge shit, bro. Just racking up the revenge. And of course, with the base stats too, they love the whole. And I feel bad for the translators too, because they love the whole, strength, attack, speed, intelligence, sexuality, like smartness. Like it's just, I'm like, bro, y'all quantify everything. Bro. Y'all don't need all this. Y'all do not need all this. But yeah, Sekai's, hey, some of them do be having good art. Some of them with some good guilty pleasures, because again, they do take paths different from like what I normally read. Like with the whole revenge thing, usually after a while they'll be like, okay, revenge isn't worth it because that is a good message to kind of tell people that are like binded by revenge. That because like usually in these Isekai's, revenge is like it's like a domino effect. It's like they'll kill you, they'll kill this person, then that person, then that person, that person, then that person's mama, then that person's sister, and that person's sister's nephew, and I'm like, dude, we just gonna kill everybody, huh? Like, is it gonna stop? And ooh, and they love the slavery shit. And it's like, again, it's medieval. Like slavery is very common back then, so it's not like the fact that it's not like the fact that it's there, but it's the fact that like sometimes they try to paint it as like a good thing. They have like the slave girl, they usually like semi-human and stuff like that. Then they'd be like, you're not like you're not like my previous masters and stuff. They would like not feed me, but you feed me. I'm like, bro, he just gave you some lunch. That's it. You're still a slave. Like no matter how nice he treats you, right? Like at the end of the day, you can't ever leave. If he tells you to do something, you have to do it. So it's like you can't ever paint this as a healthy, good relationship. Because some of mangakas do. You can tell that they don't want the MCs to be looked at as some like crazy slave trader. They want to be looked as a good slave trader. I'm just like, dog. Like, if you don't want your MC doing this, you don't have to. Like, I get the Sekai attacks are just screaming in your ear. Put it in there. Put it in there. But no, you don't have to, bro. Because I be seeing these. Oh, my previous master, he wouldn't let me sit on the table to eat. I'm I'm like, this is the most basic. Don't gas this MC up because he lets you sit on the table and eat some French fries. It's not that serious. But in Migaka, they gotta paint these niggas as like saints for having slaves, and then I'm like, bro, like I said, it's not a problem. Like that's the setting. So I'm not like it's just the fact that they're trying to there's an agenda that they're trying to push that doesn't work. That's what I'm like, dude. You don't gotta do it. No one's forcing you to put the slaves here, put the demi-humans here, put the same magic stuff here, put the demon lord. They love the demon lords, of course. And it's like sometimes they don't even know what they're doing with like the demon lords and everything. That's I'm just like, man. Like you read enough isekais, it just like it's sometimes they turn the demon lords good to like fix it up. Oh, I know, or keep them bad, or make them feminine. So it's like instead of like a male demon lord, they're now a girl, and then they're like, oh yeah, they're not gonna see this coming. It's like, dude, just take the fucking demon lord shit away. We good, we good. But yeah, but yeah. Now there's that trend where they're being reincarnated into like items and shit. Reincarnated into like dogs and pets and like clothing and like random animals and shit. I'm like, bruh, what is this guy going on? This genre had so much potential, bro. So much potential, but yeah, I mean, again, it's still a guilty pleasure. Like I still read them. There's some stuff here and there I fuck with, but again, that second attacks is crazy. These tropes, I feel like the second niggas they get into like a circle. They like, and they all just pitch the same ideas. They say, all right, guys, what should we do for our stories? It's like, nah, you guys are individual mangaka. Y'all don't gotta do the same shit, bro. It's like they got an Isekai union that like we all gotta follow the same rules, bro. All right, Demon Lords, right? Stats, good stuff like either extreme good or extreme trash stats. Like just trying to get confirmation, right? It's just like you don't gotta do all this. Other world could mean you in a fucking different planets. You're in the future. You're in anywhere, but you don't gotta be medieval, demi-human, magic society all the time. It's like with knights and shit. And it's like every time, bro. Come on. But that is the Isekai tax. We just gotta hold that. Yeah, that's about it. Isekais, I mean, hopefully I have no hope that they're gonna change anytime soon, but I guess I'm gonna still be here, check them out, skim through them, and yeah, that's about it. Catch y'all later.